Hey guys, it's Stephanie, A Loss for Words VSG. I'm here with my week 19 update post-op. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy June 3rd of this year in Louisville, Kentucky. And Dr. Benjamin Tanner was my surgeon. I am 5'8". I don't know if I've told you guys how tall I am, and I noticed that Kara Lancey on her video the other day, she told how tall she was, and hi Kara, and I was glad that she did that because I thought about it. I don't think about how tall people are really, but I'm 5'8". I used to be 5'9", and somehow over the years I have shrunk, but my highest weight ever was 341 pounds, and that was in 2012, June of 2012. When I started the program in November of last year, I was 319 pounds. Fast forward to day of surgery, I had got down to 291, and this morning, week 19, I was 235.4. So that's 3 pounds down from last week. So I was very, very happy about that because I don't like these 0.4 pound or 0.6 pound or, I mean, a loss is a loss, but I feel like I'm kind of behind everybody else where everybody's at. I kind of pay attention to who's doing what at 19 weeks or at 18 weeks or whatever. And I feel like I'm kind of behind really in, I'm behind the class. So, which seems to be the story of my life. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of that way in a lot of other areas in my life too. I guess as long as I get there, that's the main thing, huh? So, but yeah, 235. So I was really glad I got down 3 pounds. That makes a total of 56 pounds since surgery. I remember the nutritionist had told me one time that they kind of look for, I think she said 14 pounds a month. Now, obviously, you're not going to keep up at that rate, but like right after surgery, when I was in that stall, I hit a stall at week 2 to week 5 and didn't lose anything. And, or I think I lost a pound. And I remember her telling me 14 pounds was what they like to see. And I don't know for how long out that is. So I was trying to average out 19 weeks. That's 4 months, basically 4.5 months. So I'm not really good at mental math, but I think that's going to come out to 56, like 12 pounds maybe. Somewhere around there, 12 pounds. I'm not sure. So anyways, I don't think I'm quite where they, their expectations would be, but I think, I'm getting there. I kind of scare myself though, because sometimes I get on the scales and actually the number will go higher. I don't know if you guys do that. Do you all get on the scales and actually, it looks like you've gained? And, that kind of freaks me out a little bit because I get discouraged and I think, oh my goodness, But I keep trying to tell myself, if you hear wild yelling in there, it's my son and he's on Xbox and I'm really sorry. It's late and it's like the wolves come out at night. He got an Xbox One for his birthday and he's kind of wild out there. Anyways, I'm sorry. I digress. I forgot where I was. So yeah, so I'm thankful that the scale's going down. My clothes are fitting looser. I did wear a size 16 the other day for the first time, and I was very, very happy. I don't think I've worn a size 16 since I was 16, so I was really excited about that. I am always, like every day, something about this weight loss journey amazes me. Like I had 2 size 16 skirts and I tried them on the other day, and one of them I actually wore and it fit just fine, and I was like, wow. And it seems to be my self-expression. Whenever something amazes me, I'll go, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. And so that I was trying that on, and so then I had another size 16 up in my closet and I pulled it down and tried it on and it fit, and I went, wow, that's just crazy. And I just am noticing different things about my body. I'm noticing bones that I haven't seen before, probably ever in my adult life. Um, just, I'm noticing things, and I'm going, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. It is surreal to me that this is me, that this is a new me. It's just like, oh, is this really happening? It is such an exciting time for me because I'm so amazed. Like, oh, this is so exciting. Um, so, and I'm also I'm very, very aware of those around me who are not as fortunate. Not only as I am to have the surgery, but just in the weight loss is in general, in the weight loss arena in general. I feel like I can't talk tonight. Um, one of my girlfriends is very large, and she's just struggling, really struggling to lose weight, and I so understand it. But sometimes I catch her looking at me, and this is the same girlfriend that I've mentioned before, and she just looks so sad. Like she looks at me like she wants to cry, like she's sad. And that makes me sad. Um, and I'm very careful not to rub it in anybody's nose. I try not to, I try. In fact, unless you ask me how much I weigh or how much I've lost, I don't volunteer the information usually. The other day somebody commented on my skirt, and I did say, in front of my two friends who are heavier and who are struggling, I did say, without thinking, oh, this is a size 16. I'm so excited. And, they were kind of like, oh, you go, girl. But it was like half-heartedly. And I just think they're sad. I don't even think they're jealous. I think they're sad. And I understand it because I have been there many, 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 many times. And I have felt the pangs of sadness watching a friend lose weight and just wishing so desperately that that could be me. And, when I see people out on the street and somebody told me the other day, they said, oh, you must be so proud you've lost all this weight. You should just be so proud of yourself. And I said, pride is not what I feel. Grateful is what I feel. I can't really say that I'm like, whew, look what I did. I don't feel that way at all. I feel very grateful that God gave me this opportunity. And, there's so many people out there who either don't have insurance at all, or they have insurance, but their insurance won't cover this procedure. Um, there's so many people who don't have the opportunities that we have as VSGers. They don't have this opportunity. They don't have this invaluable tool. They don't have that opportunity. And I feel like I look at people with different eyes now. I look at heavy people and overweight people with different eyes. And I have such sympathy. Whereas maybe before I would have looked at them and said, oh, she's one of me. Now I look at them with such sympathy because I'm like, I was there. I understand. I see them laboring and breathing as they're walking across the parking lot. I was watching a gal today, and I could just feel her pain. And I thought, that was me. And I don't think I even realized how much it was me. Now looking back on pictures, I can look back and go, oh, wow. I knew I was big, but I don't even know if I realized how huge I looked, But, yeah, I have a real grateful feeling inside my heart that God gave me this opportunity. And, I don't try to rub it in anybody's face, and I don't try to tell people, well, what you need to do is have the surgery. I don't do that at all. If people ask me, I'll tell them what I did. I'll also tell them, when people start saying, "Oh, I don't think I could do that," I say, "Look, this surgery isn't for everybody. It's really not. It's not easy. It's not the easy way out. It's a lifestyle change, and it's a huge lifestyle change. And in some ways, it's an even huger lifestyle change than just going on a very strict diet, because, there's the whole nutritional thing, the supplement. I'm telling you, my guys, my hair is half the width, or half the the thickness that it used to be. My hair, at the rate that I'm going, there won't be much left. It is so thinned out. I mean, what you see, this is because I've got mousse on it and it's let it loose. When it's wet, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see this, but when it's wet, you can actually see the bald spots. Can't really see them now, but when it's wet, I don't even wash. I used to wash my hair and go to church and just let it dry. I don't even wash my hair like that anymore. If I wash my hair, it's always, before church. I always try to make sure that it's dried, because there's just like massive bald spots now. But that's just one of the things that go along with being a VSG patient, and we know it, and we know it's going to happen, and we deal with it, and we weigh it out, and you measure it out, and you decide, do I want to lose all this weight? Do I want to lose my hair? Do I want to lose a little bit of nutritional value and have to take some supplements, or do I want to keep taking metformin and my high blood pressure pills? You have to weigh those risks. And I've said it before, and I said it again today, because there was a girl at work that asked me, she pulled me aside. She's heavy. And she pulled me aside and she said, "I kind of noticed that you've been losing weight." She said, what's going on? And I said, "Oh, well," she's like, "What kind of diet you on?" And I told her that I'd had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and so, she had some questions about it, and she was wanting to know, well, what can you have and what can you eat? And she said, "Well, I thought maybe you was on some kind of crazy diet." And I'm like, "Well, a crazy surgery diet." And she says, "No. And I was joking when I said that, but, some people might think it's a little extreme, but for me and for most of you all VSGers out there watching, I think we all realize we had to do this because we had to do it. We had to lose the weight, and if we could have done it without surgery, wouldn't we have? Who has their stomach removed if they don't have to? So, there's a lot of risks and a lot of things to consider when you're thinking about this. And I realize that the friends around me and the heavier ones, many of them either can't be in that place because of insurance or monetary reasons, or they're not in that place. My own sibling, my sister, she's very heavy, and she just can't bring herself to consider this surgery. She's told me, I just can't do it. She thought she might when I first had it done, but as time has gone by, she says, "I just can't do it." And I tell her, it's not for everybody. It's just not for everybody. So I feel like I've been rambling about nothing, but maybe somebody can get something good out of that. I didn't mean to go into that whole diatribe about that. So anyways, guys, I'm at 14 minutes, and gosh, I sure didn't mean it to be this long. So I hope everyone is having a great week. I'm kind of behind. I think I'm behind on videos. I don't know. Maybe I've caught up on everybody's. But have a good week, and God bless. And talk to you all next week, hopefully. Bye.